his career. Sometimes he's an incredibly high energy person, almost charged with energy. And at other times, he has the appearance of fragility, basically. How do you reconcile these two different types of person? And do you think that which was the real Michael Jackson, the one that was charged with energy, or the one that was really fragile?
I think with Michael Jackson, you're right. There was this sort of dichotomy with him. There was this high energy, dancing on stage, going all over the world. He was passionate about his art. But at the same time, we saw someone who was a bit of a recluse, walking around Vegas with veils over his head and stuff like that. And I really don't think that you could really pin one or the other on him. I don't think you could say, oh, Michael Jackson, he was always full of energy, or Michael Jackson, the recluse. That's what made Michael Jackson, that he really straddled both worlds. That when he was the showman, when he was on, but when he wanted his downtime, so to speak, he really knew how to take advantage of that by remaining low-keyed.
Talk to us a little bit about his career. I mean, he's had an incredible breadth of career. He has an iconic personal style. He's prodigious talent, singing, dancing, choreography. I mean, he is a major talent. Take us a little bit through his career in recent years, because it has had some upsets and it has had some high points.
Yeah, absolutely. In recent years, he was a little bit lower profile.
The song by Carl Beckman,
really was what he did essentially in the mid to late 80s. After sort of this Jackson 5, he did Off the Wall, then Thriller was really where I think he reached that iconic status where it really kicked off. And you even acknowledge sort of these fashion statements and stuff. I remember everything like the glitter glove, the red leather jacket with black leather. Those are things that really made him iconic. In recent years, we definitely saw him recording less. There were no new songs, but he still was able to stay relevant, and that's so amazing for a performer to be able to do. He stayed relevant in past years by really remaining sort of part of our pop culture, sometimes not necessarily on his own terms, whether it was those sort of child cases, but he still was getting out there. And then in recent years, there was so much more buzz about him doing a huge concert series, which was about to happen, and that was his attempt at saying, hey, I'm still relevant, and his fans were just, eating it up. But it is interesting that he didn't release that, many albums in recent years, because he was relevant. He was almost like a nostalgic singer.
He certainly has such great appeal, and even now as we're playing clips, everyone is saying, oh, I love that, I love that. It certainly is. He certainly has.
Michael Jackson was a part of pop culture in America. Michael Jackson was a part of pop culture in the world. Michael Jackson, pop culture, he integrated and related a lot of new things he added to pop culture, to pop culture, to pop culture, to pop culture. Michael Jackson, yeah. Michael Jackson, yeah. Michael Jackson, yeah. He contributed a lot to pop culture, to pop music culture, pop culture, pop music culture, yeah. Michael Jackson, he contributed a lot, yeah. He's contributing a lot to pop culture, to the music, pop culture, to pop culture, to the music, pop culture, pop culture now, pop culture.
Constantly being sued. He's had a lot of money trouble in the last couple of months, losing Neverland Ranch, and now knowing he's got a huge tour in London to make $50 million to kind of get his life back on track, I think it was too much for him. He's not a big man.